Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday, and I'm back. It's 11:30. Next week, we will be starting at 11 a.m. But I have already got my schedule set for this week, so I couldn't start at 11 a.m. today. Oh, so it says here my StreamYard has lost access to my Facebook account. So we're going to try to hook that up. Click here to reconnect. Yeah, so I'm going to reconnect really quick. I don't know why it's doing that. And it might be that you have to just go to YouTube to see me. But anyway, let's get rid of that. So today I'm going to be talking about, I had somebody email me or text me and ask me whether or not I could help someone, hi Michelle, who may be stuck here on Earth. And my philosophy on that. And if I could help them cross over. And it was kind of cringy because, and not because she's asking me, I don't think she's cringy, but I almost feel as though I have differing opinion about that. I mean, I don't think I've got a solid opinion about whether or not souls can be stuck on Earth. I do believe that we have free will, even in this life, but as well as when we pass away, right? So if we're kind of in a situation where we've passed away, maybe we were, killed suddenly, maybe it was a tragic accident, maybe there's a lot of trauma behind your death. Maybe those are reasons why perhaps your soul would want to stick around. But to think that you're stuck, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I believe in that. I do believe in energy. I do believe that energy is around us all the time. And I think that some souls leave their energy behind. But on the other hand, I do believe in haunted houses because I grew up in a few. So at the same time, I'm just not completely sure. I think the best thing to do when you're in a situation like that, if you're feeling like your house is haunted or you're feeling like, I know somebody's around me, I think the best thing to do is to contact a medium, contact somebody that does house blessings, and have them check in and see what's going on. But don't communicate with anything that you don't know what it is. Because there's good and bad in the world. There's good and bad in the other world. There's good and bad in everything. It's a yin and yang situation. We have to have good to have bad, and vice versa. So you have to be careful, just like you do in life. You're not going to tell a stranger your whole life story and your bank account numbers, just like you're not going to contact someone on the other side unless you've got experience doing that. Because you have to trust yourself enough. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust the other side. You have to you have to have good intentions and be knowledgeable about that stuff. Anyway, so I don't know. I think that's my opinion about that, which is kind of a scattered opinion, but that's what I think. Hi, Mindy. It's good to see you. So Kaza has posted a couple of links up here to join me in the studio. I'm going to be doing some mediumship readings, and I always love it when you guys can come and sit with me in person, and I can see your face and hear your voice. That's the best. So I'll do that in a little bit. Right now, I'm going to be answering some questions. So if you've got a question on your mind or your heart, let me know. Let me see if I can look into it and get an answer for you. Yeah, who else do we don't have very many this morning either. We didn't have very many last week either. So we might be cutting this a little bit short. We'll see. We shall see. And also, I think people are a little confused on the time. Michelle asks, I wanted to know how you felt about the insurance, managed care, or credential job. So hi Fonda, are they all different? I don't know the question. So how I felt about insurance, managed care. Oh, for jobs. I got you. I go to insurance immediately, so I don't know if that helps. I don't know. Hi, Kim. It's good to see you. Oh, look, we already have a scammer. We have Basit Oglabliglio. I don't even know. Find something better to do, dude. Hi, Mindy. I see Mindy in the studio. I'm going to bring you in. Hi, Mindy. You look like you're sleeping, and you probably are.
Hold on. I'm trying to put you up. I can't hear hear very well. It's 4:30 in the morning here.
What are you doing on the computer? You should be sleeping.
I actually slept and woke up just so I could watch this because I love your lives.
Oh, and I love you. Thank you very much for your support. Do you have a question for me?
No, I was just waving hi.
Well, if you think of something, let me know.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for being here, though. I really love it. Hopefully, we
Cool.
get some more peeps in here. That would be good. All right. See you in a minute. Okay. So Michelle follows up with, yes, different jobs. I wanted to transfer to and possibly, she was, there's so very cryptic. Very cryptic. I wanted to transfer and to possibly, I thought that said, what the hell? Because, yeah, I don't know, Michelle. I don't understand. Hi, Kayla. It's good to see you. You're so sweet. Not today. I didn't sleep good last night, so I've got suitcases under my eyes. Hi, Lauren. It's good to have you here. You guys, I'm answering questions, so if you think of something, let me know. I'm shuffling my cards for later, too. I've got the angel cards all ready to go. Oh, work from home. You tell I'm old. I'm like, oh, what is that? What the hell? Or work from home? I don't know. You know, I always vote for work from home, especially if you've got children. If you can, you should. I don't know. At work. Oh, yeah, work. How do I know if I have more than one spirit with me? That's Kaza wants to know. I think that's an excellent question, Kaza. Thank you. So you always have more than one spirit with you. That's the news. You always have more than one. Think about that. So if you're sitting in front of one person and you're going to give a reading to them, well, do this. Think of how many people you know right now that have passed away. And think about how many of them would want to speak to you or reach out to you. So you're never, hi, Mercedes. So you can always, and this is what I always got in trouble with this in my mentorship with my teacher, because I would be really strong in one communication and then I'd go, oh, but there's another person here. And he'd go, you need to finish with the first one before you go to the second one, because I'd be all ready to talk to all the rest of them. So I think it's awareness. I think you just, and my thing, like last night when I was at my group reading, was I have to really tell them, like I had 2 or 3 people on my drive over there and I had to tell them, you guys have to get in line. I can't, if I talk to all of you at once, I'm going to be so scatterbrained. So, because they do that to me, they bombard me with a lot of information. So I have to talk to them one at a time. So I think it's awareness. I think it's just awareness. And I think there's always more than one. It's just how your mind will work. It's all about your brain. It's really, and your ego and all that stuff. So, oh, hi, Mercedes. Yeah. So I'll be doing mediumship in a little bit and we will check in. If you have any questions, let me know though. Michelle, sorry I'm at work. Hello. Yeah. Those are jobs I applied for within the company. I'm hoping to start by March. Yeah. I feel really good about the insurance part. And I think it'd be awesome if you could work at home. Hi, Jessica. It's good to see you. Oh, good morning, Nicole. I was just talking about you. Well, not about you, about last night a little bit. So Kim says, I have a whole team of guardian angels working overtime for me. You know what? Isn't that a blessing? Honestly, though, here's the thing. Here's the thing, and I'm so lucky because I know that so many people want signs and they want to hear from their loved ones and they want to know that they're around. And I am so fortunate because literally I just have to ask and I receive pretty quickly. But of course that's part of who I am. But at the same time, I think our mental state keeps messages away or keeps you have to believe. It's kind of corny, but you got to believe. You got to believe. You got to have faith. You got to work on your stuff. You got to get rid of your judgments. You got to clean your mental and your heart space. You got to clean that out of all that negative junk and be ready to receive. It's hard. Good morning, Lisa. I don't know. She's probably in the afternoon somewhere. And yes, oh, look, Pink has joined me. Actually, no, it's Kaza. That's her favorite person in the whole world. I was like, oh, look, it's Pink. What a great picture. So yes, if you want to join me in the studio, you absolutely can. It's not mandatory. I'll still answer your questions, but it's always fun to have somebody to talk to in here. Yes, it's 12:41 here, LOL. Oh, yeah, that's not morning. That's not morning. So yeah, so like guardian angels, and one of the things we were talking about was, I'm sorry, why is that there? Was like on my way over to my group reading last night, I was praying for a good outcome, wanting everybody to receive messages, and I was just immediately reassured that I was surrounded, protected, and loved. And I'm so lucky to feel that and to have that. Okay, so yeah, let's wait a little bit, Mercedes, and then I can answer that for you. She asked me if I think my question would be more about a family member who's passed over, and reassurance that they are all with us. Yeah. And I'm glad you're an open receiver, because that can be phenomenal. It can be a really moving thing when you can get that. Okay. Do you have anybody else that would like to ask me a question? So it looks like everybody's kind of moving towards who's KW3? Hey, it's Mindy saying hi to Lauren. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to go into mediumship because I feel like everybody wants to do mediumship right away, and then we'll do some oracle cards. Now, remember, if I have you coming on, I want you to, if I'm giving you a reading and you can take all the information, hop into the studio, and that's the link right here. Oh wait, no, that's not it. Those are not the links. I'm in the wrong place. I know Kaza just posted them. Let me see here. There she is. I knew she'd get it up. Okay, so those are the two links that you need to join in order to join me here on the studio. So I'm going to go on to mediumship. I know I already have somebody here. She's been with me for a little bit this morning. I have a woman here. She's fairly thin. And I get that she, for some reason, she's showing me like older fashion, like 70s and 80s fashion. I don't know if this was like her heyday of when she was, because she's got the kind of the polyester outfit on. She's got kind of an auburn color hair. I think she does, in fact, smoke. I know that she feels like mom to me. And okay, she's getting older in my mind. Hold on a second. She has some issues with communication at the end of her life because she's talking about how she either it's dementia or it's like her memories take her back to her heyday. This is what she's showing me. So this feels a little bit like dementia. Feels like communication issues with her at the end of her life. She doesn't feel super old to me when she passes. I feel like she might be in her 70s. I don't think she went past the 70s. And I think that's why I was getting 70s so heavily. When she passes, she's in her 70s, 75, 78, somewhere around in there. And I'm getting a D somewhere in her name, like a Dorothy, Dolores, or a strong D sounding. Can anybody take this information? Oh, she's really pretty. She's really kind. I think that she would have been, she feels a little bit like a stay-at-home mom. But like selling Tupperware or selling makeup or something like this. Can anyone take this? And there's always a lag. Oh, Bree. Hi, Bree. Am I meeting someone soon? I think so. Let me feel into that. Got to take myself out of mediumship. So Kim L says, I'm working in the office, so I can only listen and text. That's okay. Do you understand this, Kim, at all? No, there's a hesitation. This is why I hate doing it over text. I hate to not land her somewhere. She's very kind. She, I think that she's talking about her daughter. So, yeah, let me know. So, Bree, let me snap out of my fog here. So, my mother was 70 with dementia. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Kim. And I feel like they're died of cancer. Do you understand though? Okay. This makes sense. She smoked. Is this right, Kim? Like early on in her life? Oh, gosh, I hate this. Yes. Okay. She says yes. All right. So I want to stay with her, Bree. I'll get to your question, I promise. I get this sensation or this feeling, Kim, that if this is your mom, do you understand the strong D, like David, Dorothy, Doris, like, and this might be for somebody living as well, but in reference to a name or her name or around her, because it's really coming up like Adora. I don't know. I don't want to guess. I'm not super great at names. I don't even know why I try, but I always do. Hi, Robin. So here's the thing. I kind of feel like she wants to talk to you about that lack of communication at the end of her life, because I feel as though she wasn't able to tell you how much she loved you or how much you meant to her. And at times could be a bit snippy with you and maybe not in her right mind. And there's a feeling of like you asking, like, does she know? Does she know how much I love her? Did she hear me? Does she know? Because I feel like I want to answer that. I feel like I want to say, yes, she knew. Does this make sense for you, Kim? I don't know what that is. We'll keep going. Yes, I beg every day. Okay, so this is what she's saying, is that she hears you asking, or she hears you to know this. So yes, she hears you. She's with you. You guys had a very special connection early on in your childhood. Like, because she shows me immediately back in time, like when you're a little girl or when she's able, and she seemed happy in this period of time where she's showing me. And she says that's the stuff she wants you to remember, because it feels like things kind of slid off the rails as she got older, or as you got older, kind of teenager, a young adult like this. I feel like there was a lot of weaving in and out, if that makes sense. She said she wasn't always completely present with you during your life. Yes. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Because she says that she makes me feel like she loses contact, or you guys just do this in and out. You're a bit of a rebel, I feel like, Kim. But no, and I feel like there's a coming together or a bit of a reunion for y'all. And this would be like for your sister or your siblings too, like a coming together. Although I don't feel like you're close to them anymore or close to your family anymore. So yes, I will answer your question. She hears you, she sees you, she loves you. And to not feel any fear or guilt or responsibility about the past, to let that go. So please put that in your heart pocket there, and take it with you, because she loved you from the moment you arrived here, and she loves you today. So that never changes. Love doesn't die. And I'm getting emotional. So anyway, all right. I hope that helped, Kim. So now, Miss Bree, I can little focus on your question that I skipped over here. So it's interesting because I don't like to do relationship readings, or am I ever going to find love again, kind of stuff. But Bree, I think there's a lot of prospects, and it feels almost like judgment of people is holding you back, or being very, very selective or picky, which isn't a bad thing. But you might look at open your mind to other people in other situations to expand your horizons a little bit. But yeah, that's my answer. Okay, let's go down. Oh, yeah, that's So Jessica, we fly out to Texas tonight to start on our home build. Woohoo! And my mother-in-law about the upcoming process. Ooh. Now I'm doing this because I know Jessica really well. So let me just tap in and see if the mother-in-law is here. First of all, I see her face and I just see her grinning. She always has such big energy. She's grinning from ear to ear. She's so excited for you and so happy for you that I think that you're so supported, and this is your journey. Like, go get it, girl. And yeah, it feels really good. She's super excited for you. Okay, you're welcome. All right, so let's back up a little bit. Hi, Robin. So yes, I am doing mediumship, and I'm also doing some cards in a little bit. So we'll keep that coming. Oh, good. New comments. Love to hear it. Thank you. You're welcome, Jessica. You're welcome. All right. All right, so I'm going to tap back in. You guys got to be ready to join the studio, okay? So I have a gentleman here. He is talking to me about how much he worked in his life. He said, I spent my whole life working. And it's almost like to avoid life, or to avoid emotional stuff. So let me sit with this a minute. He looks like he was also maybe close to 80 years old when he passes away. Didn't like the fact that he had to sit still at the end. He was very independent and proud. I get a feeling of, not being a huge communicator. That must be the theme today. Not communicating really well with his family. Never able to say how proud, I love you, like these kind of things. I'm getting like James or James, J sounding name here. I'm always going to try for the names, you guys. I always will. And I feel like he's got heart disease. I feel like this is a heart attack or heart disease for him when he passes away. And he's talking about being married for years and years and years. I think his wife is still alive. I feel as though he's got 3 children. And let's see. Oh gosh, really, Jess? Worked constantly, and you would understand the independent with him. Would you understand the 3 children? Or wait a minute, is it 2 sons? It was 4, and his wife is passed. Okay. Then let's keep going. Two sons. Okay. That's it, because I heard 2 sons. That's interesting. All right. Is one of his children passed, Jessica? Because I feel like he's talking about 3 living kids. No, all living. Okay, I don't think this is him, but let's keep going. I just get this sensation too of wanting to, there's like a, he's talking about how he didn't communicate very well with his son. This is why I keep feeling the sons. And he's talking about how this communication breakdown, his son has kind of passed it on to his children. So whereas not being really emotional or not being really there for him, because it feels like it echoes through the family a little bit, the stoic, tough guy kind of thing. Does this make sense for anybody else? Heart issues, 70s, worked his whole life, work. Talking about his son being much like him, not able to communicate and share emotions, how this is passed down. All true for my dad that worked with him, and I struggle with it too. Oh, okay, Jess. Well, let's try it. Let's see what unpeels. Can you hop on to the live? Let me see if I can get you the link. I think you're on Facebook. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, thank you, Kaza. All right, so we'll wait for Jess. All right. In the meantime, I'll have him just wait over here. New comments. Kayla, my grandpa was James, heart issues and 3 daughters. He stopped working before he was born. I was born though. Died at 79. I think I might be with Jess here, Kayla, but let's see. That's so funny. You can't get all the readings, Kayla. Gosh, just kidding. All right, Miss Jess.
Constantly. And then we had this, like, the first reading I had with you, he kind of touched on that too, of like, he never, I mean, that was like one of my dad's biggest things is his dad never voiced, like, I'm proud of you, but yet they worked like side by side. My grandpa had my dad working from like 5 years old. My dad was the oldest, and he just took him with him, worked on cars, worked on houses, like, he literally my dad just mentioned earlier this week how he could tell that my grandpa would almost be annoyed on Christmas when we were over there because he couldn't be out like working and getting stuff done.
Yeah.
So it's just funny that you said that.
It's like he's avoiding any kind of intimacy with family, and not intimacy, and you know what I mean. That connectedness, or that, because it was very vulnerable for him to be connected like that.
Yeah.
And it's funny because let me just get a little bit more from him, because I actually feel just like I'm pulled to my second son.
And that would be his younger. Yeah. So my dad was the oldest, and then the other son is the baby. So it was like 2 opposite situations.
I feel like I never spoke to the baby. I feel like I never spoke to that second son. Whereas the oldest son got a lot of my time, the second one did not. And there's a little bit of a rivalry, or there's a little bit of a jealousy thing going on. Would you understand this?
Yeah, I mean, my dad and his brother do the same job, funny enough, like they have the same career, but my dad was the one who always worked with him and my uncle never did. And he just, I mean, I don't know. And it's funny because my dad sees it as like, oh, he was the baby. He had it so easy. My dad's like, I was 5 years old having to go and work and
Okay, so there's a little bit of a push-pull between them. Okay, so let me say with that, because I want to get to the message. And the message is really important, is one that I really strongly feel like if I could take it back, I would. If I could take those times back, I would do it over differently. But he was somebody who almost is like, he makes me feel as though he's got a little bit of ADHD where he has to work or he has to be busy all the time. He can't sit. I don't know that that's true. I don't know anything, but that's kind of the feeling I get.
he never sat. Like he was constant. Like he, even when he wasn't working in the shop, he was like rebuilding cars. Like it
Yeah.
was like wild. He did not stop.
And I think he did it to avoid that connection, and because he was a little afraid of it, or a little afraid of being vulnerable. He went through a lot in his life, his young life. Like he's showing me a lot of ups and downs for himself when he was younger. He's also talking about how he didn't connect with his dad very well. So it's like, again, that pattern behavior of, I'm going to avoid things. I'm just going to stick my head in work and I'm just going to work. And that's how I deal with stuff. And I think the message here is, don't forget to plug in to your family. Don't forget to connect with your family, and don't forget to enjoy life when you get so caught up with all the things, right? Don't forget, this is fun.
Right. We all have a hard time. Like, I mean, we've all done, I'd say probably better than he has, like emotional stuff, but like we still, none of us like voice it very often. And like, I literally just had, a personal situation where it was like getting called out for not showing any like emotion or like showing any, like it's like, I can't explain it, but it's like uncomfortable to even be like vulnerable. And it's just something that I think we're all still, I don't know, it keeps getting passed down.
That's what he's talking about. He's like, it's a pattern behavior. It's like, you guys have all learned this, and it's time to make yourself available and vulnerable to those feelings. Because I think he missed out on a lot, by not tuning in a little bit more or enjoying Christmas or whatever it was, because it just really he feels very strongly about that, and strongly about, oh, I took one son out all the time, but I never took the other ones. And that made it look like he was the favorite, wherein in turn your dad's like, I didn't want to do all that. I had to do that.
Right.
And so, oh, well, you had the connection to dad that we didn't have. I just feel like there's a little bit of junk here with all the kids in him. So, and I wonder if the 3 is the 3 that he didn't work with. Because I'm wondering where that fits. I'm wondering where
there's two girls, 2 boys, and my dad's the only one who worked with him.
And is there Mary? And is there a Mary living? I just heard Mary really loud. I don't know why. Again, gonna always try for the names. I
think my dad has an aunt named Mary, maybe, but I don't know, like, personally.
Because you don't talk about vulnerable things in family.
I know his dad. All I know is his dad went to prison, I think, and then I don't think he ever was like involved. So I didn't hear much about it, but I know that he didn't have any stable like upbringing, but I don't think he talked about it either, so we don't really know.
Yeah, no support there at all. Well, thank you for hopping on.
Yeah.
And you look very beautiful today.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And good luck with the house and stuff. It's really exciting. Keep us posted.
I know, it's wild. I'm still waiting for March because you said that there's something big in March, and so I'm like, I wonder if that's when like ground will break. I don't know.
Yeah, I still feel that way.
Yeah, I'm excited. Well, thank you as always.
You're welcome, sweetie. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. All right. I know, that's why I hesitated. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. Yeah. So make sure you guys subscribe to my page and follow me on Facebook and all that stuff. I've got my stuff scrolling here because somebody tried to get a hold of me the other day. They were like, I was watching your video, and they texted like an old number or whatever and couldn't. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to make this cute little banner that just goes up and around and around and around. So if you want to know more about me or whatever, let me know. I'm going to go and do, since we have such a low number this morning, I'm going to go ahead and do cards. How about that? So pick a number between 1 and 4. Actually, let's do 5 today since we have a little bit more time. So pick a number between 1 and 5, post them for me so I can see which one you picked. And we'll give you a bit of a message here. Kaza picks 5, and I haven't laid them out yet, so let me do that now. All right, Fonda, she's picking 5, 2, and 4. Lisa's got 4. All right. All right, so card number 1, gifts from God. We angels bring you gifts of, I have them on my head. Hello, good morning. Archangel Sandalphon. I think they make these names up sometimes. We angels bring you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive. And so this is card number 1. And these are from the Archangel Oracle cards from Doreen Virtue. They're really simple, easy to read, quick messages. I really like it. So we angels bring you gifts from your creator, which means, you know what, you're surrounded by blessings and about to receive a lot more blessings. So look at how big my eyes are. All right, so keep that in your heart. Oh, I love this one. This is one of my favorites just because of the artwork on it. Archangel Ariel, spread your wings. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you're ready to soar. So this is whoever picked number 2. You're ready. Just do it. Okay. All right. Here we go. Card number 3. Oh, this is a good one too. Breathe. Archangel Raphael. Who's my favorite? One of my favorite archangels. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and release old patterns. He's kind of a funky looking guy. Okay. All right. Here we go. Card number 4. Oh, see, Nicole, you're supposed to breathe. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. I think you have to do more than breathe to release old patterns, but that's me. All right. Number 4, clairvoyance. I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can see heavenly love. And this is this is from Archangel Raziel. And so whoever picked number 4, yeah, opening up that intuition and that clairvoyance. I like it. You can see it over my banner. Okay. And card number 5. And this is one I think we can all use. It is Archangel Sandalphon. Be gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. You know, we try to, right? It's not like we purposely go in and find crap to get into, but that's what happens sometimes. Anyway, you guys, yeah, you should have picked 3. What was number 3? What was it? Was it clairvoyance or gentleness? I don't know. All right, you guys, I'm gonna take off. But be aware that next week we'll be on at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and I'm looking at starting up an evening time. If you have a preference in the evenings, let me know what time that would work for you, and I'll keep you guys posted. But thank you, as usual, for joining me today. And if you know somebody that I could help, let me know. Hi, Shawnee. And yeah, take care. Have a good weekend. See you next week.